So I wanted to put together some information for you to help you through the writing process. Writing essays is difficult and not something that many people enjoy. So I've tried to get some information together for you to help you do this as easily and as quickly as possible. So if you go to my website, I have a page set up for writing, and you can click on that here and actually take a look at some of the information that I've put together for you. At the top of the page, you can see here, this is what I expect for MLA format for the first page, and in general, some of the things that you have to do throughout the paper. Here's some basic format issues here, and there's an example there of what the first page looks like with the heading here and at the top of the page and the page number up in the upper right-hand corner. You also have here some essay writing general advice about introductions and body paragraphs and conclusions, plagiarism information, how to format titles. One of the biggest mistakes or most common mistakes for students is using the wrong format for different pieces. So for instance, you use quotation marks when you're referring to the title of an article, an essay, a short story, a poem, a song, or if you're referring to a particular TV episode. Whereas in italics, you would put the titles of newspapers or magazines and novels, plays, movies, and if you had like an overall TV series, the name of a show overall. Over here is how to help with page numbering and making sure that you're using a header command in order to do your page numbering. And right here is a grid that I have here to give you some common symbols that I'll use when grading your essays. If you don't know what it is, you can look at this and see what's going on and what I'm referring to with an abbreviation or a symbol. And over here is a link, some links to specific parts of the writing process that the Purdue University site can help you with. And then that's the next thing I want to go to is to take a look at that Purdue site. I've already got it loaded up here, up at the top of the screen here, but let's go ahead and go there. There's a ton of information on this site, and I'm not going to go through all of it for you, but I do want you to see some things in particular. And the first one is the writing process here. There's some breakdowns that can happen at any time in your writing, in the process of writing. But one of the most important things in an essay is the thesis statement. And here, if you click on the link for thesis statements, here's some help that you can have about writing thesis statements, tips for writing it, examples of thesis statements. And it really is the fundamental piece to writing a good essay, is having a good thesis statement. Not only does it help your reader obviously understand what you're trying to say, but it helps you stay organized. You know what you want to be writing. It helps you with your body paragraphs, it helps you with your conclusion, your introduction, everything. So that's kind of beginnings of looking at this OWL site for what you're doing as you're getting ready to write the paper. But there's many other areas of information here, but I want to talk a little bit about what happens after you're done with the writing process. And you get feedback from me, and you have concerns or areas of weakness that I'm addressing in your essay, and there's some places to go here for information that you would need to help you with some of the common mistakes and errors that students have in their writing. And one of the first things I want you to look at is the mechanics. One of the things English teachers don't do much anymore is go through grammar lessons, because if you already know something grammatically or under the mechanics of writing, you don't really want to listen to something you've already known. So I'd like to let you kind of pursue your own errors or weaknesses, and this website can help you. So under the mechanics section of this site, you can see here some particular areas of the mechanics of writing that you can look at and understand how to do certain things. And so, for instance, a common mistake is writing sentence fragments. So you could go here and click on the sentence fragments section and take a look at what is happening when sentences are written as fragments. And you can see here what they have is a fragment written in red, and then they talk about the revision that you can do to make it work, right? And so the site has so many different examples. It has such great information, thorough information, but I don't expect you to go through the whole site. What I do expect you to do is to be able to look up the things that you need to look up in order to perform better on your essays as we go through the year. So that's in particular sentence fragments. But you can also take a look at, for instance, if you have clarity issues. If I tell you I write awkward in your essay, or if you get that frequently in your essay writing, you can go to how do you improve sentence clarity, and here's a whole page on things that you can do to help you get better at writing clearer and more efficient sentences. And as you move through this, this is just examples of the common errors that I'm showing you. Here's one for capital letters, right? So how do you choose what to capitalize and what not to? And here's examples of what you would capitalize and so on. So the site has so much to offer you, and I just want to make sure that I'm highlighting for you the things that are common that I find. Here's some area here for grammar, and something that you can again look for your area of weakness, or the problems that you have. A common one here is for subject verb agreement, and another common one is here with verb tenses. Commonly, folks will shift the verb tense. So if you go up to verb tense here, and you click on the links, you can actually follow through and find verb tense consistency. Click on that, and here you are. You've got all the information that you would need to go ahead and brush up on and understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and what is the correct way of making it happen. And then there's obviously also the most common questions that students have, punctuation. What do you do? What's the difference between a period and a comma, and all of those types of questions? And so if you click on punctuation here, it actually goes through and shows you, here's the information about commas and when to use commas. And if you just scroll down, you get the semicolon and all of the colon, all of the forms of punctuation that we're never quite sure about what to do or how to do it, and how to use them correctly. And the last thing that I want to show you here is this section about independent and dependent clauses. The easiest way to know how to write a complete sentence and to avoid writing fragments is to understand this concept of independent and dependent clauses. And again, I'm not going to go into that today, but as time goes on, when you have problems with your writing, please come to this site, the OWL Purdue Online Writing Lab. Come to the site and get information as it's needed for you. What you need to work on in particular, that's what I want you to be looking at and understand. And you don't have to read the things that you're not encountering in terms of the errors that you have. So use my website to organize yourself and to give you some general ideas about writing and how to go about doing it, so that you're getting the grade that hopefully you're looking for. And then also use the Purdue Online Writing Lab and all the information that they have available for you there.